this card is one that I did with my downline, like I said, at our meeting this month. And we made a couple of projects this month, and this was one of them. We used the new framed scenes stamp set. I absolutely love this treehouse stamp right there. It's got a beautiful little winding country road, little cottage. Love this little bridge over a little brook, or a little river probably, and then a lighthouse. So it's a really pretty hand-sketched stamp set. I think our concept artist did a really good job on that. And this is an online exclusive. So I decided I wanted to use that little tree house on there. So this cardstock that this is on, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, I'm sure, but this is our basic beige cardstock. And it is not as dark as Crumb Cake. In fact, here's what Crumb Cake looks like. Oh, here's what Crumb Cake looks like next to it. See that? So it's a lot lighter, and it's not quite as creamy as say a vanilla would be. So it's got a little bit of tan in there, but really pretty. And if you look at the ink that I used on here, that I stamped it with, that's actually basic beige ink also. So it's tone on tone. So that was really a surprise to me, because I wasn't expecting it to look, it had a little bit of a green tint to it, and when I put it with this old olive cardstock, it really brought up that color. So really fun. And then when you open it up, it says, "You are awesome." So you've been on my mind, and on the inside, you are awesome. So this is the card I'll be doing the drawing for this week. For anyone who shares tonight's live, just type the word share in the comments, and you could win this card. All right, so the things that you will need a card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5 as normal, and we're going to score it in the center at 4 1/4. Now, I'm going to set this aside for a sec, because we want to do that technique on our front panel here. So we're going to take a piece of the basic beige. This one's 4 by 5 1/4. I need a piece of paper. Pull out a grid paper here. Oh, I need clean grid paper. I hate working on a dirty grid paper. I don't know what it is, but I like to have a nice clean grid paper. All right, so the thing that we're going to use to get our background on here is a piece of small bubble wrap. See that? And these have not been popped, so you're going to want one that nobody's gotten to yet. And then my ink. There we go. And my stamps. All right, where did I put the beige? Hello. I emptied everything out, and now I don't see it. Where'd it go? All right, we might have to use a different one. Oh wait, here it is. It's up top. See, I got a lot of love at the meeting. So this is basic beige. And you can see, well, maybe on the camera, it does look a little green, but I promise you, it is supposed to be this color. So that's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I am going to lay the bubble wrap down, and I'm just going to take my ink pad and go over it gently with the ink, like that, making sure I covered most of it. And then I'm going to take this piece and just lay it right on top, like that, and then peel this up So I have something to rub over top of it. So this is just like we do if we have one of those background stamps and we lay it down flat, ink it, and then put our cardstock on top. Same basic procedure there. There we go. All right, pull that off. See that? Isn't that cool? Hey, good to see you, Deb. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So I can wash this off and use it again. Keep it here in the studio if I want to do some more. But if you look at the detail where the bubbles were, it does. Somebody at the meeting said too. It almost looks like you're looking down at trees, at the tops of trees. They have that just a real soft look to them. I guess they could be little blooms too. Really fun. Hey, look, that one was where it got popped, I bet you. All right, now what I want to do is I am going to put my stamped panel here on the front of the card. So, oh, Michelle Suit, what are you doing? Where is it sticking? I've been using this all afternoon. Nope. Don't want to play, huh? Fine. We'll use glue. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I'm at the... No, not at the end. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, we'll put a little bit of liquid glue here. And put this on the front of our card. And then, like that. Give it a little press. You know, everyone has their favorite adhesives, and I'm starting to be on team green glue. I took this with me when we went to convention, and I use it most of the time now. All right, so let's get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm going to use my magnetic plate and one clear plate. Then I'm going to put my card on here. Actually, let's put it like this so you can see. Put my card on there. And we're going to use 2 of the stitched circles, a big and one that's just a step down from that. Actually, no, this is going to confuse you. Let's do it right side up. Trust me. So I want this towards the top, maybe about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch down from the top, kind of centered there. And I'm going to make sure that the one in the center of it gets, oh, I think I'm not cutting the green one now. Sorry. We're going to cut the big one, or the little one, I mean. Sorry. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I'm professional. We're going to do this one. Put that one right about there. And then put that on top. And we're going to cut through both layers. So I'm going to go through. Crack myself up. Like that. Okay. So here's my circle. Save for something else. Now I'm going to take a scrap of Old Olive and both circles, and we're going to create that ring that will go around it. So now we put one in the center like that. Okay, so you just have a little bit of room in between the two. So now we'll go through. So second one. And I'm left with my little green ring. I use this technique a lot when I'm doing punch art, when I'm cutting rings like this for projects. So, all right. So, I squeezed a little bit of glue out of there. If I can get that off. When it goes through, it squeezes that glue right on out. There we go. Okie doke. Now, your circle is going to get glued right around the opening like that. And you could use an adhesive sheet on the back of your old olive before you trim it. Go. Just a touch. Back on here. Like that. Okay. And then this will fit right on like that. I really love the way the basic beige ink, it just takes on that color of the old olive. I think it really just brings it out. Isn't that cool? Okay, so there's that. Now, let me pull out my stamps. Which ones shall we use? Let's see. I'm going to use the You Are Awesome. And this one is from the Memorable Blooms stamp set. And I'm going to do that one on the outside this time. So we're going to stamp this in the in crumb cake ink. There we go. So I just have a little banner here, a little piece of crumb cake cardstock. I'll stamp on that. Hopefully not stick my head in there. Oop, that's not very juicy. I need to re-ink that. Let's see, let's do a little early espresso. That'll bring the, not quite as dark as black, but it will bring a little more color to it. It's not very straight. Oh, we'll trim it. All right. Where's my scissors? Here we go. So I am going to try to straighten it a bit first. There are some fabulous new products coming out in this catalog. Oh, I will tell you, for those of you who were asking for it, we will have a punch page again. Yee-haw. And we will have a dies page, which I'm very excited about. So we don't have to go searching. So yay. That was definitely worth sending into the sandbox, which is called what we call our suggestion box at Stampin' Up. So they do listen. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take a little piece of, I just need a little scrap, here we go. Take a little scrap of cardstock and a blending brush and a little bit of crumb cake ink. Don't need a whole lot. I'm going to put a little bit on there to give it a little aged look. Bring it into that treehouse feel, right? There we go. Okay. So I will put this one. I'm going to take first, before I do, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to rough the edge up a little bit, distress it. See how it pulls the fibers, kind of separates them out, which is really fun. Can you see that? I'll do that one over here, like that. Oops. Kind of nice doing little bits, a little technique like that every once in a while. There's a little interest. And be careful if you're doing it with your paper snips because they are sharp, very sharp. All right, so let's pop this guy up here. Oh, thanks, Diane. I sure miss you. I miss you guys, girls. Today was really fun. I got to go get my nails done today. I haven't gotten to do anything like that in a really long time. It was really nice. All right, so here's my sentiment popped up. Then we're going to take our other piece of the basic beige. And which one should we use? Let's do the little cottage this time. Oop. So this one's brand new, so we'll mount this one with our little sticker. So where is it? Right here. So it has that little slit in the back there. So I pull off half of it and then line up the top. Right about there. Like that. Then I'll pull off the other half. And there we go. All right, so let's get a block. That's pretty straight, actually. Okay. So I am going to lay this inside my card, and I want to just make a little guideline so I know to stay inside. Like that. There we go. Let's see. Let's use the basic beige. Like so. go. And then I'm going to take a white eraser. White is always your best bet when you're erasing on your projects, because you want to not leave some erasers, the color, if it's a colored eraser, the color will come out on your cardstock. You don't want that. That is just very sad. There we go. All right. Let's put this one on the inside. So it's a really fun technique on a really easy card. Low key, easy card. How that looks. Oops. Gotta love that green glue. Gives you a little time to wiggle it. There we go. Alright, so there's that. Now I'm gonna put a double bow on it with some linen thread. So I'm going to pull off my linen thread and just run it between my finger and my fingernail like that. Take the kinks out of it like that. Since I'm going to double it, I'm going to pull off a length of it enough to have two strands together like so. Okay. And then I'm just going to tie a bow with the two strands together for an easy double bow. And then we can zhuzh it. There we go. Like that. Trim it off. A little bit smaller maybe. It's kind of neat because when you do one like this, you can always make one loop a little smaller than the other, which is kind of a nice change from the regular bows that we tie. Like that. And then I'm going to use a little glue dot. Pick that up. And I'm going to place that right about, wait, I want to catch that little tail in there. Lay down right there. There we go. I think that's really pretty. But I love the way the bubble wrap is soft. It adds a nice finish to it. And then, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. You can also take the flap of your envelope and do the same technique on the flap. I don't have one sitting here, or I would do it. Why do I not have one? I don't know. Anyway, so that's how you could also ink up your bubble wrap, take the flap of the envelope, just lay that part on there and rub it, and then you'll have the same look that will coordinate. Now, this I'm going to try also with the new fish, lobster, oh shoot, what's it called? The lobster and fish set. I want to do it on a blue to make it look kind of like bubbles. So it has a lot of different possibilities. Let's get some bling. Let's try the transparent adhesive back dots. We will use Let's see. I think we'll try the green first, see what that looks like. It's kind of bright. Let's look for the other one. See if there's something else that would work better. What do we have in my little bin? Ooh, I love these. Have you guys seen these? These are the new, the Riverside Irregular Pearls. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's use that. Ooh. And you didn't land on my foot. That would have been bad. Yeah, look at these. These are they have like a sheen to them, the iridescent sheen. So there's 3 different colors. This is kind of almost that pool party, kind of a Bermuda Bay kind of look. Doesn't say which colors on here, does it? No. But they are stunning. And this one here has almost that beigey taupe color to it. So I'm going to put one of those here. And then one of the smaller ones in the same color. Love it. Oh, look how beautiful. I think I like those even better. Oh, hi, Tanya. Oh, thanks. I had so much fun with the scrapbook page. Can you see that? Look at that iridescent sheen on there. But it's got that beige undertone, and it really looks beautiful. Ooh, love it. So now we have one. I have 2 different designs from the same set. So if you have not seen this one yet, this is under online exclusives, and they are beautiful. They would also be lovely done if you embossed them. They would be really, really pretty. So love that. Check that one out. It's under online exclusives. And again, those sentiments that I had were from the Memorable Blooms stamp set. Gorgeous anyway, but it's got some really pretty fonts in there, and it would be great for all sorts of occasions. So there you go. All right, that is it for now. I will be back with you again next week with a brand new project. I hope you'll join me then. Thanks for being here tonight. It was nice to have some company tonight. All right, that's all. If you want a catalog, don't forget to send me a note. Comment below if you want a copy of the brand new catalog, and I will get one in the mail to you as soon as they are in my hot little hands. All right. Okay. I wish you a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend ahead until I see you again. Stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Good night, my friends.